Hey guys, here I am today interviewing the Academic Dean, Mrs. Valdillez, about the 5x5 schedule for next year. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Why is Judson High School changing to a 5x5 schedule?
So for the past 2 to 3 years, Judson ISD has actually been looking to have a 5x5 schedule. We're really focusing on our core classes to make sure that students really grasp the core classes of math, science, English, and social studies. And it also gives students an opportunity to really explore their electives that they like and to give them opportunities to take these classes that they may not have had time in a traditional schedule.
And will students be able to graduate early?
Well, the whole goal is not to have students graduate early. The goal is to really get the exposure to what are their interests and what would they like to continue to study after they've graduated from Judson High School. So really what we're going to be pushing is that a student take their core classes of math, science, English, and social studies, and that's going to keep a student here for the 4 years. So for example, we know the core criteria, the core courses and credits that we need to graduate, and so instead of a junior being in English 4, which is a senior level course, they would wait till their 4th year to take English 4 as a senior. So by really planning out what a student's 4-year schedule looks like for the students, that's how we're going to try to keep our students here and give them opportunities to take additional courses other than the core courses.
So if a student is struggling in a core class, how will the schedule help them?
So this schedule is really meant to help those struggling students accelerate in these courses. So if we know traditionally a student has had a difficult time in their math, science, social studies, and English classes, then the whole goal is to offer them these acceleration classes. So in addition to taking your core class of algebra, then we would also put a strategic learning for math course prior to taking this course. That way you'll be more successful and really building those skills that you need to be successful in those classes. So we have acceleration courses that we've already developed for our like these primary courses that you take as a freshman. So hopefully by giving you that background knowledge that you need in those classes, you'll be able to perform higher in like our English 1, and so you'll develop those skills for English 2 and so forth and so on. In addition to a course prior to biology of environmental systems and things of that nature. So the whole goal is to give our students opportunities to gain the skills and the knowledge that they need to be successful prior to taking those classes.
And if a student exceeds in their core classes, will there be opportunities for them to earn college credit?
Absolutely. Anywhere that our students find a level of interest, we hope to offer courses that would give you the college credit. So for example, if you are a high-performing social studies student and you really like history, we're really hoping to offer advanced placement courses to give students those college credits. So before we have not offered, for example, European History AP, and this is something that we think would be a success for our students who enjoy taking history. We also would like to offer more dual credit classes and give students those opportunities. And also if you're gifted in science, we would like to give you, for example, the biology course, and then you take biology AP. If the life sciences is interesting to you, or if you're more of the math-based sciences, you could be in a physics course and then take physics AP, and that could help you earn that college credit by taking the AP exam. We also hope to push kids into our IB programs where you can earn over 30 college hours in these courses and come out with an IB diploma, and that would really help our students be successful post-secondary. Our dual credit courses, again, we hope to really expand the course offerings to get those kids those college hours. So absolutely we want to help our kids and set our kids up for success post-secondary.
Will this affect the start and end time of the school day?
So we're still trying to develop and finalize a bell schedule. We're still trying to play with the minutes of the courses that we would like to offer. We do have a tentative schedule. Right now it does look like we may start maybe 5 minutes sooner and maybe end maybe 5 minutes later. Nothing too extreme to say that we're going to have a 9 o'clock start, but we are trying to finalize what is our bell schedule going to look like.
How will the new schedule affect athletics and electives?
So we're really going to have to be strategic in where we want to place these courses, because with the 5x5, we are more inclined to have an athlete and a student who's in choir, or an athlete and someone who's in orchestra, or we could have someone who enjoys the arts and be in band and choir. And so we really need to be strategic in where we place these courses in a 5x5 schedule to ensure that a student has the opportunity to take the courses that they love. We all know that, of course, some students do love our core subjects, but for the majority, our kids come to school for these electives, such as these productions courses that you guys take. And so we want to make sure that you guys have those opportunities. So, we're really going to look at where we're placing our AP courses and to make sure they don't conflict with our athletics in our band program. That way a student can be an AP kiddo and be a band student or an athlete, and so forth and so on with those classes. So also, if our classes differ in time, we want to make sure that we strategically place those classes that need the longer time periods than the shorter. So,
and how long will passing periods be?
We're still looking to keep passing periods for 5 minutes. We know that we have an extremely large campus, and it does take about 5 minutes to get from upstairs P wing all the way to the PAC and all the way to our athletic wings. So we're still looking to keep our 5-minute transitions.
How will half-credit courses like health, speech, and psychology and sociology be affected?
So those courses will be affected because now they're only a semester long. So what we're looking at is really, what do the courses offer by credit? So because speech and health and psychology and sociology are a 0.5 credit, it would translate into a 9-week course in a 5x5 schedule. So now we're really going to have to strategically pair up those the current semester long courses. So for example, if you're going to take psychology, let's pair it with sociology. If you're going to take a semester-long course, we need to make sure that we pair it with another one to ensure that a student has a full developed schedule. So essentially those classes will turn into 9 weeks, and then a full year course would turn into our 18-week courses.
Okay. And will there be any courses that will still take a full year to complete?
So we're still trying to finalize those schedules, but we're really wanting to focus on some certain classes. So we want to make sure that if a student's going to give us a whole year's worth of effort and work into a school year, then we want to make sure the kids are earning those credits. So we're really looking to see what the state offers so we can put students in courses that you guys love. So for example, of course, our fine arts programs who run year-long programs, and our dance program doesn't have a season, it's a year-long season. So we want to make sure that the kid is earning a full year credit in the first term and also a full year credit in the second term. So we're really trying to look to see what our state offers and what codes we can put in to ensure that our kids are getting credit for the work that they're doing.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add about the 5x5 schedule?
I know that we're very excited to be implementing this 5x5 schedule. It's going to offer students a lot of opportunities to really explore what we have to offer here at this campus. I really hope that students really consider and look at our CATE classes, because now they're going to have opportunities to not only enjoy the fine arts and the athletics world, but they're really going to have time to see what does CATE have to offer for our campus. And so I just hope that the students take full advantage of this and have some really good conversations with our leadership teams and our counselors to really explore the things that they like on this campus.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You heard it here first, Rockets, and now back to the broadcast.